Harold isn't the only storm on our radar. We're tracking up to 4 other disturbances in the Atlantic Ocean. CBS News senior weather and climate producer David Parkinson is here in the studio to help us explain what's going on. David, it's good to have you back. 5?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Normal?
This is no, although I will say we are at the climatological, or almost at the climatological peak of tropical storm season. So you would expect the activity to be ramping up at the end of August, and that's exactly what we're seeing. So let's take you through them. There's a couple of interesting things to note here, which is to say that this is Franklin down around here. That's one that we're actually watching as it moves over Hispaniola and Puerto Rico as well. This was Gert. Gert has died off, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. This was Harold. Harold has now made its way far enough inland that it's beginning to disintegrate. And then we're tracking 2 other areas. We're watching this disturbance here, and then this one way off the coast, off to the east here. Those will eventually, we think, begin to make a trek further to the east. So lots to watch for the next week or 2. The one thing that I do want to point out, this is going to be your Franklin rainfall. This is a heck of a lot of rain over southern Hispaniola and the Dominican Republic. So from Santo Domingo south and west. The good news is you can see here for Puerto Rico, that's maybe an inch or 2 of rain, John, and that for a tropical system hitting or nearby to Puerto Rico is certainly good news because they can't take a whole lot of rain in a short period of time.
Oh, my gosh. And given also what they've been through over the last few years. So walk me back again. Gert, or not Groot, but Gert is gone. It is no longer Gert. Which of the ones remaining, though, does the, say, east coast of the United States have to worry about, or other areas from what's out there?
Sure. So, well, there's a good thing, which is we talked about at the top of the show, the heat dome, right? The heat dome that has been encasing the nation and, in fact, is causing all of the strife in the Midwest with 100-degree temperatures and 110 and 120-degree feels-like temperatures. Look at this big area that's just being protected. So you saw it in the case of Hillary. It had to go up the coast here because it couldn't make its way the way that it normally would up into the southwest. Again, in the case of the storm that we just had in the south coming into Texas there, that was another one where it wanted to come into Houston, but instead the dome forced it down south of Corpus Christi. So this is our magical buffer that is preventing any sort of a tropical landfall in the mainland United States, basically. But the one that we're watching with Franklin, it's going to kind of do something like this and then move out to sea. So we think that Franklin is not a concern. However, these 2 storms here off the coast may track further off to the west. We would also potentially watch after Labor Day for development here in the Gulf of Mexico region. All of that is ripe for development because, again, we have water temperatures here that are incredibly warm. So we've got the El Nino developing here off the Pacific Ocean, and then now we've got warmer than normal temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico and in the Atlantic coast. When you have those combinations and then bathtub-like water, which is what we're seeing here, so you've got 90-degree water temperatures. Look at how much of this water is hurricane fuel. So anywhere where you've got a dark red here, that is hurricane fuel. And it's basically everywhere in the tropical basin. So it doesn't take a whole lot for something to blow up, even when it forms.
That does not look like a pleasant picture. Is that why NOAA is saying that the hurricane season is going to be above normal?
That's exactly why. So basically, even though you've got the El Nino pattern, it doesn't anything that survives any sort of shearing winds will just blow up instantly. You saw that even in the case of all of these recent storms. Hillary made it up to major hurricane status. Franklin is actually going to intensify into hurricane status, and it's all because all of this water is so incredibly warm that that's the premium octane fuel to build these things up. So even if it delays the development by a day or 2, all the ingredients are there when you take the reins and the leash off, and that's unfortunately what's likely to happen at least some point in September and October. This has been very quiet. We had our first landfall in the mainland U.S. today. That is later than usual. So if we can keep up that streak and keep these all fish storms, that would certainly be welcome. But Texas needed that rain. They really are in a drought, and so a healthy amount of rain without a Harvey amount of rain, that's what we're hoping for, and it may just very well be the case if we can get storms like this.
Fish storm means it doesn't reach land.
Correct. It rains over the fishes.
All right. David Parkinson, a pleasure as always. I think we're going to be seeing you again. Thanks a lot, David.
Thanks, John.